Nick Boles, let me start off with you. If you look at the Chequers plan, so the EU rejected this plan. What does Theresa May do next?
Well, it's quite significant, I think, that in her speech yesterday, which was a great success, I mean, it was much her best speech as Prime Minister, but in that speech, she never mentioned the word Chequers. Now, as we all know, Chequers is the name of her country house. She didn't even mention it as the place she was going for the weekend. So I think that there is a pretty clear indication that she is moving beyond Chequers. And the question is she moving to a place that can both secure the consent or the agreement of the other European states, which was not forthcoming in Salzburg, but also secure the prospective consent of members of Parliament. And that is a very, very tricky thing to pull off.
But is it a Norway-style agreement, or is it a Canada-style agreement?
Well, I think it's neither. And I mean, I personally would prefer us to be going into a Norway-style arrangement for the interim and then negotiating a Canada-style free trade agreement over the long term. But that's not, I think, what the Prime Minister is intending. I think what it is much more specific and detailed changes. So I think that it's particularly focused on the Irish backstop, on trying to find a way to allay the concerns of the European Union about the Irish border without committing us indefinitely to remain in the customs union. Because if she did that, then she really would lose a huge number of Conservative MPs and not be able to get it through Parliament.
Do you think the Prime Minister is now safe from a leadership challenge?
Yes, funnily enough, I actually thought that even before the conference, and I think that her performance in the conference will definitely have cemented her in place, at least until after Brexit. Because I think that the reality was there might have been enough people to trigger a leadership vote, but she would have then have won it and won it handsomely, because, you know, we just don't have time to be monkeying about with a change of leadership. You know, we're leaving the European Union in the end of March. I think it's 24 weeks away. So we need to get a deal and not be changing leader at this point.